edition. We call it the retirement edition because we are interviewing Miss Elson today. She has taught for 32 years, and this is her last year. So we are super excited to interview her today. Before we start off, I just have a couple of announcements. I just want to say first, thank you guys so much for all the wonderful messages and thoughts and how you guys appreciated our teachers. The video you guys made that our PTO put on or created was absolutely made me cry. I was so thankful for all of the students that participated. And then my second message is I just want to give a shout out to some birthdays. We actually have a lot this week. We have a lot that are born on May 17th and May 16th. And so I just want to give a special shout out to those guys. All right, on May 13th, Sawyer and Miss Stewart's class, happy birthday. And then on May 14th, who shares a birthday with my husband, Isaac T. in Miss Kokash's class, happy birthday, Isaac. And then in Miss Johnson's class, V, happy birthday. These guys all have birthdays on May 15th. So V, happy birthday. Ryan M, happy birthday in Miss Kokash's class. Aubrey R in Miss Kaufman's class, happy birthday. And then and this is for May 16th, Cohen in Miss Holtz's class, happy birthday. Grant in Miss Gibbons' class, happy birthday to you. And then for May 17th, happy birthday to Caroline T. Happy birthday. She's in Miss Maynard's class. Jameson in Miss Bowen's class, happy birthday to you. And Olivia in Miss Kokash's. So lots of birthdays in Miss Kokash's this week. You guys have a wonderful time celebrating, and we are, and just a big happy birthday. I just want to let you guys know from the background, this is where Miss Elson is going to be moving to after retirement. So in Arizona, okay, called, I think it's Low Show, Arizona. So I put this as our background. All right, just a week and a half left. Super excited to share these last week or so with you guys. And we are off to Would You Rather questions. Thanks. All right. Good morning, Miss Elson.
Good morning. Good morning, El Dorado.
Thank you so much for being a part of Good Morning El Dorado. We are doing a special edition of Would You Rather Retirement Edition, and we would love for Miss Elson to be a part of this. And then if you want to share, just in case anybody doesn't know what's happening in the next couple of weeks, go right ahead.
All right. I've been teaching for 32 years, and it's been in kindergarten, first grade, and second grade, and 1 year in third grade. And in a couple weeks, I am retiring, and my husband and I are moving back to Arizona, and that is where our family is from. We're going to hate leaving Colorado, but it's very important that we're close to our family, and I am going to miss El Dorado so much.
I will tell you, I asked Miss Elson where she was moving to, and it's called Sholo, Arizona, correct?
Yes.
And so this behind me, I downloaded an image of Sholo and see how beautiful it is. So they're going to have one wonderful life in their second life over in Arizona. So we wish you the best of luck. Are you ready for Would You Rather?
I am.
All right. Now these are specially generated retirement old people questions, okay? All right. Miss Elson, would you rather go gray or bald?
Gray. I don't know if I want my shiny head showing.
Would you rather lose your hearing or your sight?
I would rather lose my hearing, because if I don't have any sight, I can't see all the beautiful things.
Would you rather only drink from prune juice for the rest of your life or only eat bran flakes?
Ooh, that's not a very good choice there. Bran flakes, because prune juice tastes terrible.
Good question, or good thought. Would you rather do something you love and make just enough money to get by, or do something you hate but make $1 billion?
I would rather do something I love. There's nothing worse than doing things you don't like to do.
Would you rather retire in Disney World or Hawaii?
Oh gosh, probably Disney World, because there's so many things to do, and I've been to Hawaii and I get kind of claustrophobic not being able to get off that island.
Would you rather read every day while retired or watch TV every day while retired?
Read, most definitely.
And then I have a couple questions for you at the end that aren't would you rather, but just what would be your best after teaching job?
I think my best after teaching job would probably be a librarian, so that I could read books and I could read to kids. That would be an ideal job.
And then what will you miss the most at El Dorado?
I will miss all the kids. I miss them right now, walking in every day and seeing all the kids' smiling faces. And every morning I would greet my kids at the door, good morning, good morning. And that I miss right now.
I know they miss you too. And then last one, what is your most favorite memory of all your years in teaching?
This was probably my first year of teaching a long time ago in Arizona. And a few people know this story. I was teaching kindergarten and I went in and it was probably, maybe 2 or 3 weeks into the year. And I was all dressed up with white pants and I looked like a teacher in white pants, but we were painting that day. And I had a little boy come up and give me a great big hug. Well, little did I know, he had green paint on his hands. And so I ended up with green handprints on my hiney for the whole day on my white pants. That's the funniest thing that ever happened. Well, there was a lot of other funny things.
Did
but
people tell you, or were you walking around with green little handprints?
Well, at first people were just laughing and I couldn't figure out why. But finally, somebody told me and there was nothing I could do about it because I was at school. So I had green handprints the whole day.
That's awesome. That is so good. Well, I will tell you, 32 years is probably one of the biggest accomplishments I can think of. Not many teachers can last to 32 years. And so that in itself is the biggest accomplishment I can think of in teaching. And just to think of, if you do 32 years times 25 kids, the amount of impact and dent you have had on these kids have been truly, truly amazing. So I know that all of those kids, your current class now, are just so thankful for you each and every day. And we will miss you greatly, but you will have a wonderful time in Arizona. I know it. So
we're excited, but I'm already missing teaching.
Teaching is already missing you. So trust me. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on Good Morning El Dorado, and have a great last couple of weeks of your teaching career.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
And heading into week 6, the world had certainly found its stride, as good news could be found everywhere. In Troutman, North Carolina, lives one of the biggest Jeep fans of all time. His name is Caleb, and he just turned 8 this week. Not wanting quarantine to ruin his birthday, his mother simply posted on a message board to see if anyone wanted to help make her son's day a special one. Well, she got a few responses.
We had a great turnout today, and we ended up with 310 Jeeps. Great outpouring of support for a special kid.
This is the best birthday present ever.
Speaking of birthdays, last week we covered the incredible story of Captain Tom Moore, who single-handedly has now raised over 36 million pounds for NHS charities. The even more incredible story? He turned 100 this week. And, well, he got the birthday wishes that a hero deserves. In Hertfordshire, England, this family found out the Olympics were canceled. Their response? Nah.
Once you get on, just shuffle back. That's it.
In Albany, California, these two little girls had the simple yet game-changing idea of simply going out into the street and shouting compliments at people. Sadly, no video footage exists, so we here at SGN had to make our first dramatic recreation.
Hey! Your shirt matches your dog. I like that about you.
They could also be heard yelling this.
I don't know if you have hair under that hat, but if you do, I'll bet it's beautiful.
And perhaps my very favorite compliment was this.
Your dog's face is almost as cute as my face when I was a baby.
In Watertown, Massachusetts, after 61 years of being married, one 88-year-old man didn't take kindly to the idea that he wasn't allowed to see his bride in her nursing home. The only problem was, her room was on the 3rd floor.
When he got up top there, they kind of put their hands on the screen of the window. At that point, I teared up.
I asked my wife, how much do you love me? And she said, more than you know.
In New York City, outside hospitals, police and fire departments have applauded their healthcare heroes every single night at 7 p.m. Well, this week, one FDNY firefighter decided to take his gratitude to a whole new level. And having absolutely nothing to do with anything, but quite possibly the best news story of the year, I'm finally an action figure.